Mic checker, chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What for your mind, baby? Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, not some, baby. Here we go. You know, there's a new thing that's going around the swing lifestyle. And no, it's not an STD. And no, it's not an STI. And no, it's not hate. What's going around the swing lifestyle? It's a new phrase. It's a new term. It's a new label. And this label is lifestyle single. Yes, lifestyle single. What do you mean by that now, son? Listen, you have a lot of people who are in whole relationships. It could be monogamous or it could be polyamorous, you know? But they're going to swing parties. Single. Men, women, they have a whole relationship at home, but they're going to parties, swing parties, lifestyle parties as single, and they're ready to mingle. You know, they could be in a vanilla relationship, but when they go to parties, when they go to events, they're single. Wait, let me back up. Let me hold up. They're lifestyle single. And for those who don't understand the lingo, you know, vanilla means, and swing vernacular, vanilla means, you know, a civilian or somebody who's not in the swing lifestyle. But you have people, you know, they're married, they're in relationships, they may be shacked up, laid up with somebody, you know, whether, you know, they're in a serious relationship or they just fucking around. They claim they're single. Oh, excuse me, once again, lifestyle single. And that's why, you know, I always tell people, you know, you don't know what people going on in their personal lives. That's why, you know, a lot of people, when they go to these swing parties, these lifestyle parties, they fall in love with the people who they fuck, with the people who they play with. And I'm like, when you go to a swing party, you're not supposed to order takeout, because you never know what you're getting. Now, a lot of people may say, you know, the lifestyle is more than fucking, it's more than having sex. It's about building connections and networking and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, blase. I get it. I really do. But at the same time, it's like sometimes you got to leave people where you found them, because you don't want to find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of. You're in a whole predicament because this person was not honest and true and real with you. And that's why, you know, let's just say you have sex with a person at a swing party. You know, y'all got it in. Y'all got y'all nut off. And you want to see this person outside the party. You know, you want to set up a one-on-one rather. You want to set up a one-on-one rendezvous because the sex was so awesome. It was so extravagant, exquisite, stupendous, that you wanted this person without the light, glitz, and glamour of a party. But, you know, the question that you should ask is, you know, do anybody have an idea that y'all in a relationship, or are you in a relationship with somebody? You know, but people skip over those questions because just because somebody say they're single at a swing party, at a lifestyle party, that doesn't mean they're single in real life. So that's why you have to ask those questions. You have to ask, are you in a relationship? Even if somebody come to a party single or by themselves rather, still ask those questions, or ask, do anybody think that you're in the lifestyle? Because you have a lot of people who are claiming, listen, you might be single, like legit single, no relationship, no lifestyle single bullshit, but somebody's claiming you to the point where you can't even play with somebody else because that person is going to be mad. That person is going to get angry, upset at you because you're fucking with somebody else. So just because you say you're single, the other person don't think you're single. So that's why sometimes it's good to ask, or not even sometimes, most of the times, if not all the damn time, do anybody have the slightest idea that y'all are together? Because we're in an era where, people like to concoct shit. Just like this term, just like this lifestyle single term. You're either single or you're not. Simple as that. You're either spoken for or you're for the streets. You're for the highways, you're for the parking lots, you're for the sidewalks, you're for any and everybody who steps to you, who will get your dick hard or your pussy wet. And that's where a lot of drama comes. Like, it was this story. Uncle Nasan is going to tell you a bedtime story, or a morning story to amp up your day. Fuck coffee, fuck Folgers. I am the aroma for your pick-me-up and your mornings. So, to make a long story short, because I don't like long stories, I like motherfuckers to get to the point. So to make a long story short, or even a short story even shorter, it was this dude, right? He was married. Now, he never told anybody he was married, but he was going to parties like he was single and ready to mingle. He was getting it in, busting nuts left and right, busting ass, hawk smashing chicks. He was, he was going for his. He was doing his thing. And, this asshole, this jackass, he left his tablet open for his wife to go in to see. So, fast forward to the night of the party, he came, he doing his thing. He's feeling good. He's feeling righteous. It's his night. He's like Michael Jordan scoring, 55 points against the Knicks, the double nickel. He was doing his things. He was fucking chicks left and right, kicking them in, kicking them out, kicking them in, kicking them out. Like, he was doing his thing at the party. And guess what? His wife showed up. Yes, and this dude, like, you should have saw his face. Like, you would have thought that he shitted on himself, pissed on himself, or whatever the case may be. He was shook daddy. He was scared. He was frightened. He didn't want that smoke. And needless to say, they got into a little tiff. They got into a little, altercation. He didn't slap the shit out of her, but she slapped the shit out of him. Like, have you ever saw the movie What's Love Got to Do with It? The Tina Turner movie, the biopic, and that limousine scene where Tina Turner was whooping Ike Turner's ass because she got tired of Ike Turner whooping her ass. That's what it was like. She was whooping his ass, and he could have avoided that if he would have kept it real. Like, who's to say that his wife wasn't with the shits? Who's to say that his wife wasn't a bigger freak as he? But, a lot of dudes and females, a lot of chicks, a lot of males, females, chicks, guys, dudes, girls, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, because you can't even say females nowadays. Like, that's like misogyny. Like, that's like an offensive term to say female. But anyway, back to the lecture at hand. I'm going to keep it, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to say woman. But even you can't say that, because like the feminists or the womanists, they don't even spell woman as WOMAN. They spell this shit as WOMYN, like women. Anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. That's a whole nother can of worms. But, if dude would have kept it honest, if he would have kept it real, he wouldn't have to sneak. He wouldn't have to hide. He wouldn't have to get busted as being lifestyle friendly, or lifestyle single. He going to the parties as lifestyle single, but he has a whole wife at home who doesn't know about his extracurricular activities. But on the flip side, you do have a lot of lifestyle single people who have mates and spouses and significant others who do know about their extracurricular activities outside the household. They do know that their mate is engaging at swing parties, at lifestyle parties. They know that, but the lifestyle is not their cup of Henny. It's not their cup of tea. So they don't have a problem with their mates going to parties and calling themselves lifestyle single. And their mentality is, as long as you respect our union, don't fuck a motherfucker raw, and don't send home an STD or an STI. Just respect our relationship, respect our union, respect our marriage, respect whatever the fuck we got going on. You understand me? And people are in that dynamic. They're in that situation. And that's cool. If your mate knows that, you love to frolic with multiple people, you love to go to lifestyle parties, swing parties, whatever the case may be, and they're not into that, it's not their thing. You got a hall pass to go. You got the green light to go. I could respect that. But you have a lot of people, it's crazy. You know that your significant other is crazy as shit. You know your significant other is batshit crazy. You know your significant other is insane. So why would you endanger others by possibly getting caught to the point where your crazy ass significant other is not going to only spaz out on you, but spaz out on the person who you're fucking with? And now it's collateral damage. Now you have an innocent bystander who can't even figure out why they getting slapped or getting stabbed at or getting shot at. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. They just know they're having a good time. One minute they're having a good time and the next minute they're dodging bullets because you did not keep it real. You did not keep it a stack. You did not keep it a buck. You did not keep it 100. But instead, you said you were a lifestyle single without telling people that you have a whole relationship at home, that you have a whole mate at home. It's all about keeping it real. Listen, people make life more difficult than it really is. You feel me? Like life is hard, but don't make it even more complicated. You understand me? And one of the main reasons of why people engage in conflict is the lack of communication. If you communicate, communication would get rid of most of your problems, most of your interpersonal problems, if you just communicate. But people have piss poor interpersonal skills that they always find themselves in a conundrum with other people and conflict with other people because they don't know how to successfully communicate until it's time to get messy. When it's time to get messy, then everybody's with the shits. Everybody got that smoke. Everybody want to talk out their ass. But when it comes to something constructive and something that could benefit everybody involved, everybody's a fucking mummy. Everybody's mum. Everybody's a mime. Nobody could say anything. I always say, social media has made people inept, not adept, inept. It made people socially retarded to be politically incorrect. You understand me? And people has lost the art of communication to the point where you have motherfuckers calling themselves lifestyle single instead of them saying, yo, I'm single, or they're saying I'm spoken for, but I have a mate at home and he or she, whether they know it or not, accept me for who I am. If they know it, they accept me for who I am. But if they don't know it, then I'm just being a fucking creep. You feel me? And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Nasun, baby. Check out my website at www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them. The Swinger Manifesto is on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.